Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be telling you exactly how to manifest big things using scripting. This is the exact way that I scripted becoming self-employed 4 years ago now, nearly 5. From working my minimum wage real estate job to going self-employed and having my very first business on Etsy and actually earning £20,000 every single month in revenue. Also, at the end, I'm gonna give you the things that I would do differently now, because there's a lot of things that I did that I didn't know that was me being a complete beginner manifester, and I don't want you guys to make the same beginner manifester mistakes that I did if you are a beginner. This isn't the same notebook either, I just made it on the sewing machine. I thought it looked so cute, so it's my prop for today's video. But I did write down my notes inside here, so let's get started. So the first thing that I actually did to script myself to going self-employed and earning those £20,000 every single month is that you have to script although it's already happened. Sorry, as though it's already happened. This is the main thing. We can't be scripting as though it's in the future. You can get away with it in certain areas, like I'm so excited for this to happen, but as long as the most part of the scripting session is you scripting as though it's already happened or happening, then you'll be okay. But definitely don't make it 100% like, I can't wait for when this happens, or when this will happen, then I'll finally be happy. How I did it was, I would script in the morning and I would start it off by saying how I wished my day to go in this ideal reality. And the thing that I did was I would script things like, I am so grateful. So another good thing is to practice gratitude here. I'm so grateful that I'm waking up at 10 a.m. today because I felt like it. I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna sit on my swing in the garden in the sunshine. I'm gonna sit there with my cereal. I'm so happy that I'm gonna be able to do this. Today's gonna be such a good day. What I really wanted, just to give you an idea, is you don't have to script, first of all, on what you want as in things and objects, right? It's more about the feeling. So big thing here is scripting how you feel. How I'm feeling by having my breakfast outside in the sunshine, how I'm feeling knowing I can invite my friends over whenever I want to as long as they're free, how I'm feeling by sitting in bed at 10 a.m. knowing that I have nothing on my schedule that I have to do. It's really just my choice what I want to do with the day. That was the thing, that scripting is going to really intensify the feeling, because it's all about the feeling. The feeling is believing, right? So always write as though it's already happening or already happened and how it feels to be in that reality. Okay, number 2 is to script when you are the most relaxed. This is when the brain is in the theta brainwave state. It's why everyone does Neville Goddard's SATS techniques. It's why you do meditation visualizations, because you meditate, then you visualize. You have to be in the relaxed state in order to get access to that subconscious mind, to give it the problem, for it to then work on solving when you're doing whatever with your day. It's the thing that gains access to the reticular activating system so that your RAS can then go and look for things to solve that exact problem and start keeping an eye out for the opportunities. It's when you're relaxed. So before sleep, as you first wake up, or after a meditation or anything else that's going to relax you, like box breathing or any other meditative techniques that calm your system down. My favorite one is number 1, and that's in the morning when you first wake up. That's how I personally did it, and that is how I manifested going self-employed within 6 months and having the random 20k months literally blow up at the end of the year to enable me to finally quit the job. Is I did it in the morning. So the first reason for this is very logical and practical actually, is because it sets you up to a good day. If you do it at nighttime, you're gonna have like good dreams maybe, but by the time you wake up, you're gonna forget what you've even written the night before. So doing it in the morning for me really intensifies and sets the day up for a good day, and for me to start looking out for those things that are gonna get me to that reality. And then number 2, it makes you feel good for the day. Like honestly, you cannot feel bad or unhappy after doing this. If you do get anything, feelings of doubt or sadness, it's usually because, again, you're doubting it happening, which just means that you need to take your foot off the pedal a little bit because you're being a little bit too intense. You're focusing on it too much. You're getting too attached. And when you get too attached, you're like, oh my God, what if it doesn't happen? Like, I'm scared of this now. That's when you're too attached, if you get any negative emotions. So then you can withdraw, meditate, you know, don't do as much scripting. Do scripting every few days and just focus on relaxing and calming and de-stressing. We still want it, we just don't want to be stressed and activated by it. So again, my favorite is in the morning, sets up the day ahead, gets you in that good state, and your whole mind is just programmed for an amazing day and for the manifestation to be happening whilst you're not even thinking about it. Number 3 is that there is actually no right or wrong way of doing it when you're writing. So once you're actually writing and you're doing it at a good point of the day, as long as you're doing it as it's already happening or as it's already happened, there's literally no right or wrong way of doing it, really. You just write how it feels. Oh my God, this day is gonna be amazing. I'm having so much fun. I'm getting up and doing what I want. I'm gonna go to the gym. You know, right now, I'm waiting for my family to come visit me on a Tuesday afternoon randomly. I'm so excited. I'm gonna go see my new car later on because I'm increasing my income like mad. That's the kind of thing you're gonna script. So really, just releasing control. Like literally, I'm gonna do a video on releasing control of life. We're gonna be releasing control of life fully and letting the manifestation happen. All as we have responsibility for here is to just feel, let it go, be detached, and just do our scripting every day. This is all I did by mind. I didn't know about SATs. I didn't know about visualizing, really. Like, honestly, this is the first big manifestation I ever did. All as I knew was scripting back then. I used to watch, I can't remember her name, but you guys know she's like the queen of scripting here on YouTube, and she literally always goes on about scripting. Those were the very first manifestation videos I ever really watched. Very light-hearted, no controlling, very light-hearted. That's how I scripted, and again, I stuck at it, and then my job started to fall apart. The people that I worked with started to become really hostile towards me, kind of in the COVID times actually. So all this tension started to happen as the office had to split up, and all this stuff started to happen, and genuinely I see that as it's falling apart so that it can fall back together again. So a very big disclaimer here is, remember, if you want something really that bad, please be careful what you wish for, because you really just might get it. So prepare for the thing that you currently have right now to fall apart in front of you, and just remember to regulate yourself throughout the whole thing. Try not to get stressed, try to stay relaxed, try to allow the universe to do its thing in divine timing, because at the end of the day, you've asked it to do something. So don't be mad when it actually goes and does it in the most messed up but fast and effective way possible, okay? So things might start falling apart and not looking good, but just remember they're falling into place. I've got a couple of tips just to finish off this video, and also I'm going to tell you what I did that I actually shouldn't have done / would have got me there faster if I'd have known these things now. First tip is to pair the realities together as much as you can. So first of all, I was trying to manifest going self-employed, which means that my days were free and I got to do whatever I wanted. So the best manifesting and the best scripting time for me was on the weekend, because on the weekend, that was me having a free day and I could script as though it's already happening a lot easier, more intensely, and I could really live out the day even after scripting as if it's already happened. I was pairing the realities together. It would be like if you want to manifest a car and you go manifest and script in the car. So you're kind of pairing the realities together. Number 2 quick tip is to practice gratitude before doing this. So just listing 10 things that you're grateful for, or 5 things that you're really grateful for, and script on a bit of gratitude beforehand, so that this intensifies the feeling of happiness and abundance and love, so you can go into the scripting already relaxed and feeling good emotions. And then number 3 is, again, don't be too hard on yourself. If you don't feel like doing it one day, or you didn't have time to do it one day, or something like that, maybe you're on holiday, don't be too hard on yourself, because the whole reason that we're scripting, right, is to put ourselves in the reality of our dream reality. And would the dream version of you be hard on herself for not scripting for a day or even a few days whilst you're away? I just went away for 3 weeks and I barely did anything. Honestly, I barely had time to even meditate, because I was just chilling, relaxing in my hammock in my living room or on the beach or something. I barely did any manifesting. I barely did any self-development work. I literally just gave my brain and my body a complete relax, and I didn't feel guilty about it at all. That is how we want to live, completely detached, releasing control of life and just having fun. Don't make it too structured. Don't give yourself a specific time like 8 a.m. and if you haven't done it by 8 a.m, you've missed the window. That's the opposite way of doing it, and manifesting doesn't happen when you're taking it way too seriously. Okay, something I did wrong is that I actually didn't prepare my nervous system for the manifestation to happen. So the manifestation happened, but that specific business didn't actually last for a year. I actually manifested another business, but this business did start to fall apart simply because when I did have the 20k months and stuff, this is not profit, bear in mind, when I did have the 20k months, I literally didn't know what to do. My identity wasn't aligned with someone that has 20k months. I really didn't know what to tell people. I just said that I was going self-employed. I didn't tell them anything because I was almost a bit like that cognitive dissonance between the version of me that I see as 20k months was somebody that was like insanely rich and like just craziness, right? And then the person of me that I became through having this wasn't very different to the old me. Like, I didn't feel like I was that amazing, crazy person. So this dissonance between the two identities really kind of messed me up a little bit. And I didn't put effort into this Etsy business very much. It felt a bit weird, and I started to say that like I didn't like it. And eventually it did start to go down. And then at the end of the year, I manifested another business, which all kind of fell into place in a good way. But at the same time, that Etsy business was everything I ever wanted and more. But I just didn't calm myself down enough and regulate that nervous system to be able to hold it. And so it started to fall apart. So that's something that I would recommend you guys definitely doing. I have plenty of videos on how to regulate your nervous system and, you know, all of the stuff to do with manifesting regulated. So definitely look at those if you're starting to manifest it and it actually is starting to happen. If you have any video suggestions you want to see me do, though, comment them down below, and have a lovely day. I'll see you in the next one.